hello everyone. So technically, this is a, where am I going? Where is this one? So technically, hello. How do I, okay. Okay, so technically, this is a boss tier list, but I'm gonna use it as like a chapter tier list. Okay, so I'll get rid of D because I don't think Deltarune has had a bad chapter. Okay, so chapter one. I don't think chapter 1 is a bad chapter, and I think chapter 1 is very important for setting up everything that's probably gonna happen after this, right? I don't think it's bad, but I do I'll have to think about this. I'm gonna put chapter 1 in B. I really like chapter 1. I'm not a fan of a lot of the enemies in chapter 1, which is what kind of adds to it. I think it really does a good job at like introducing the who, the why, and what are we doing here. And that, okay, B. Okay, so chapter 2. I do think even after chapter 4, chapter 2 is my favorite. I know a lot of people really like chapter 4. I also really like chapter 4, but I think chapter 4 and 3 are like a little lonely to me. There's not as much as like a community. There's not as much as like a city. Like I really love chapter 2 and like how it feels like we're going on this big grand adventure. It really, I like it because it kind of makes me feel like I'm in the Digimon world. We're in a digital world here, guys. So I will put Queen here. S for super amazing Digimon coded game. Okay, 3. I'm not sure if this would be controversial to say. I like 3. I like the gimmick that it has. I think it does a lot of creative stuff, a lot of very impressive stuff for an indie game, right? I like the narrative. But I don't like how like contained chapter 3 feels. Like it feels like, I think I really like exploring the town and the town's folk, right? So it's like I like chapter 3, but I don't like how like constricted I feel like. So for that, I would place chapter 3 a little before. I'd place it in B. I don't know if I would. A little after 1, just because 1 doesn't feel as lonely. But I just like to have a community, guys. You guys gotta understand. And then I don't know. I'd have to come back on that. Because I do like a lot of the elements in chapter 3. I just feel like Okay. Ooh, okay. So Chapter 4. Chapter 4. I also do really like Chapter 4. I will say, I think I like the, like, dungeon part of Chapter 4 a little less than Chapter 2. I specifically really like the parts in Chapter 4 where you're in the hometown and you get to explore, you get to meet more people, you get to see, like, how people are living their lives a little bit. Chapter 4 is really good, though. But I do think I like Chapter 2. Hold on. Overall, because I don't know, I like having Noelle and Burley here. I want to have a big RPG party where it feels like we're Burley. I was talking about Burley and then I picked him, dumbass. Anyways, we are going to be putting Chapter 4 over here. Okay, like slightly, very slightly, not even an A tier. Hold on, this feels like a disservice. Hold on, like right here, like very slightly below chapter 2, and it's all just because I get to hang out with Noelle and Burley more, and I like that. Okay, so that currently is my feelings towards the Deltarune dungeons. It might change in the future, or whatever's going on, but that's how I be feeling.